Another brick fan with a Star Wars Polybag review. This is Imperial TIE Fighter. This is set 30381, was released in April 2018, has 42 pieces, no minifigures, and cost about $4 when it was released. This is based on the TIE Fighters as seen in the Star Wars Solo movie. So let's go ahead and put this set together and take a look at the finished TIE Fighter. Here is the finished build for the TIE Fighter, and I think it looks really good, although it feels a little bit out of proportion. I'm not even sure why I think that. Maybe the wings are too far away from the center here, or the center is too big for the wings. I can't really put my finger on it, but it just looks a little bit out of proportion to me. Now, having said that, I still think it's a very nice looking TIE Fighter. They did a good job in reinforcing these sides to make sure that it all stays together. There is a Technic bar that goes through the middle here to give good stability to the wings so they don't turn or move. There's this clear cockpit piece in the front, or this clear satellite dish to represent the front of the TIE Fighter. And then on the back, they're using just a solid gray satellite dish here to represent the back of the TIE Fighter. A lot of times in the bigger sets, they have some kind of sticker or printing on this. It's definitely recognizable as a TIE Fighter. I think another thing that's kind of interesting about this, if you look closely, you can see some writing here on this clear piece, you know, some Lego branding. So it's not super clean in that sense, but I guess that's a nitpick on my part because I just noticed that writing in there. This is, of course, from the Solo movie, so it's slightly different than the TIE Fighters you may see from some of the other movies with, you know, just a slight difference, like they're using this dual rail piece back here, which kind of gives it a little bit different texture than I'm used to seeing on TIE Fighters as well. Overall, as I've said, overall a very nice piece. Just looking at this TIE Fighter, I wouldn't think immediately, oh, that's from the Solo movie. And perhaps that's because I didn't really notice all the different details about the TIE Fighters in the Solo movie. Obviously an earlier time in the Empire. However, it is very recognizable as a TIE Fighter. As far as the value goes, this is 42 pieces for $4 when it came out. Back in 2018, polybags were $4, as they are now $5. So I think this is a great value. You're at that 10 cent per piece level, and then, as I've said many times, I think polybags are a good value anyway, because you're buying them to get that unique little model or that little extra piece that can fit with some of the other sets from that same series. I hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this polybag set. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel to see more reviews. I've left a link to my Star Wars and polybag review playlists up here on the screen.